Good morning, students. Welcome to Nivera Global School online teaching class. Yesterday we have discussed about our objective types, right? And today we will discuss about short and long answers of rock and minerals chapters. Okay, listen everyone. What are igneous rock? So what is the first question of short answer? What do you mean by the term igneous rock? Okay, so how the igneous rock are formed? When the volcano erupt out, so the magma will come and settle under the earth crust. So after cooling, what will happen? These rocks were formed here. So what is the answer? Rocks formed by the solidification of molten rock materials. They are called as an igneous rock. So what are the example for this? Granite, pumice and obsidian. So these are all the examples of the igneous rocks. And second question, which rock is also called as a volcanic glass? So what is which rock is called as volcanic rocks? Obsidian. Obsidian is a type of an igneous rock. So that is called as a volcanic gas. Then third question, what are limestone? Limestone means what? It is a type of the sedimentary rock, right? So it is a rock that contain many fossils. Fossils means what? Some mark of the dead plants and animals. So it is a rock. It contains many fossils and the tiny shells along with the calcium. So the soft white form of limestone, it is called as a chalk, which we are using in the backboard. Okay, so what is the answer? It is a rock. It contains many fossils and tiny shells along with the calcium. So the soft white form of limestone, it is called as a chalk. And what is the fourth question? How is marble formed? Give two uses of marble. So marble is an example for the sedimentary rock. So it is formed from the limestone. It is a sedimentary rock. So here it is available in many colors. What are the colors? White, black, green, pink, etc. And it is also used in making the floor tiles, window sills and strays, and is as a polished surface. So this polished surface, it will give the luxury. And it is also used in the glass and the ceramic industries. And then fifth question, what are non-metallic minerals? So what is the non-metallic minerals? The minerals that do not contain the metals, they are called as a metallic minerals. So what they will do? So they do not have the metallic luster or shine. So what are the examples? Salt, gypsum, feldspar, mica and diamond. These are the examples of the non-metallic minerals. And then long answer, first question, how is pumice formed? Give two examples of the pumice. So what is the pumice? It is an example of the igneous rock, right? How it is formed? It is formed from the rapid cooling of the frothy lava above the earth's surface. So when the lava comes out from the volcano above the earth's surface, what happened? We have to rapid cool. Rapid means what? Immediately cooling. That type of the rock, it is called as a pumice. So when this frothy lava cools and hardens, what will happen? It will get many pores. So the release of gases during the lava crush, what will happen? Many gases will be formed. Thus gases, they will form the pores here. So this pumice stone, it can float in the water. And generally they are light in color and then used for lightweight building materials and for the food scrubs. I am repeating again how the pumice is formed. Give two example of the pumice. Okay. So when the lava comes out from the volcano above the earth's surface, we are going to rapid cool them. So during rapid cooling means it is an immediate cool. So when this lava cools and hardens, what will happen? Inside that rock, many pores were formed. So how the pores are formed? Because due to that, many gases will be releasing from the lava. So the release of the gas, it will form the pores here. And due to light in color and the light weight, it can float in the water. And it is used for making the lightweight building materials and the food scrubs. Explain the formation of the sedimentary rocks. Okay, How the sedimentary rocks are formed? As I before explained, what do you mean by the sediment? The rocks, the material which are not dissolved in the water, they are called as the sediments. So these rocks are formed by the deposition of the sediments in the layers. So the heat of the sun, rain, wind, snow and the running water, it will erode the rocks on the mountains. Erode means what? Wash away the rocks from the mountains. So with the help of the rainwater, any water, these tiny pieces of rocks, they will come and end up in the streams. Streams means what? Either it may be a river or it may be a lake. They will settle under the water as a sediment. So when the river water reaches the plains, these sediments will present at the bottom of the lakes and the ocean. Over time, what will happen? The sediment will compress. Compress means what? Applying the pressure. It will form the sedimentary rocks. So sometimes what happen? The sediments, that is the dead remains of the plants and animals, they also settle in the rock. So due to the compression, what will happen? Compression means giving the pressure. So the dead plants and the animals, they make an impression. Impression means a mark on the rock, which is called as a fossil. So these fossils, they remain preserved in the rock for thousands of years. I am repeating again how the sedimentary rock is formed. So rocks are formed by the deposition of the sediments in layers. So what happens? Some of the rocks present in the mountain, due to the action of the heat, sun and wind, what will happen? They, along with the running water, the rocks will come. They will come and settled in the river, that is a water area, for several years. So due to the compression, what will happen? These slowly the sedimented rocks, they are converted into the sedimentary rocks. So along with that, some of the dead plains of plants and animals, they also settled in the sedimentary rock. So while settling, what they will do? They will make an impression on the rock. That impression, it is called as a fossil. So these fossils can be preserved in the rock for the thousands of years. And then third question, how is conglomerate rock formed? Give two uses of the conglomerate. So how the conglomerate is formed? It is a rock formed when small stone, that is the pebbles, small pebbles are cemented together. So when the pebbles are cemented together, it will form a conglomerate. And mainly it is used in the construction and to make the ornaments. And then fourth question, explain the formation of the metamorphic rocks and give two example. So how the metamorphic means what? A change in the form. When the igneous rock or sedimentary rock or the older metamorphic rock, what happens? These rocks, when they apply the heat and pressure, they will changes into the metamorphic rocks. So shale is an example of a sedimentary rock. It can be changed into the slate. Okay, from the sedimentary rock shale, it is converting into the slate. That slate is a metamorphic rock. What are the other examples? Marble, quartzite and gneiss. Okay, these are the examples of the metamorphic rocks. And then fifth question, what are magnets? Define the two type of the magnet. So magnet means what? The substance which attracts or pulls the materials. They are called as a magnet. Example, iron, cobalt and nickel. So magnets, they are mainly two types. One is said to be the natural metal magnet and second one is called as a man-made magnet. So natural magnets are those, they are found in nature, for example magnetite. And man-made, they are made by the man. So they are made from iron, nickel or cobalt. And the last question, list 4 uses of rocks and minerals. So here I have written the 4 uses. First, for building materials, rocks, they are used as a building material. House of groats, schools, bridges, they can be made with a different type of rocks. And some rocks, they are also found in the nature, while some of them are used to make the cement. And then minerals, nails, screws, tubes, they are made up of the iron which is obtained from the metallic minerals. And then decoration and jewelry, for decorating the items or for making the jewelry, they are very useful. For example, many rocks and minerals, They are used as the decorative items on jewelry. Gemstones, gold, silver, they are also which are obtained from the metallic minerals. They are used for making the jewelry. Many statues, they are also made up of the marble. And machines and tools, for making the machines and tools, these minerals are very useful. Pen, computer, cooking pots, they are made up of the minerals. Machines, car, etc., they are made up of the different metals. And then making glass, minerals such as the feldspar, limestone, they are used to make the glasses. And they are also used in the window paints, baking industry, mobile phones, etc. So we have discussed about the short and the long answer. Everyone come to the page number 59. So skill builder question. First question, which of these is more porous? Sedimentary rocks or metamorphic rocks? Which is very porous? The answer is said to be the sedimentary rock. Identify the rock. See the first one, identify the rock. It is an hard rock that formed by the slow cooling of molten rocks below the earth's surface. So it is said to be the granite. And then second one, an igneous rock that is glassy. In the second short answer we have seen which rock is an volcanic gas. It is said to be obsidian. And then third one, a rock formed of hardening the clay. It is said to be the slate. And then fourth question, which of these would be the better choice to make a jewelry? Metallic minerals or a non-metallic minerals? Give reasons to support your answer. The long answer 6 we have discussed, right? That is a decoration and the jewelry items. So which is useful? Gold, silver, gemstone. So they are called as a metallic minerals. So the answer is metallic mineral such as gemstone, gold and silver. They are used for making the jewelry. So we have completed our rock and minerals chapters, and tomorrow we will discuss about our new chapter.